Hello, hi everyone, and welcome to this webinar organized by DocCity in partnership with emlyon Business School. My name is Carolina, nice to meet you all, and I'll be your host for today's event on behalf of DocCity. I see here that the first people are already starting to join in. We are going to wait just a few minutes before starting to allow everyone to connect. And in the meantime, feel free to say hi on our chat here on Zoom and please tell us where you're from since we are very curious. Okay, first of all, I want to thank everyone for joining us and thank our panelists for being here with us today. As you can see here, I'm not alone. It can be considered quite a female webinar. I want to introduce you all to Martine Ferry, Program Director, and Lorena Mancinelli, Program Advisor, both from emlyon Business School. Welcome. It's a real pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carolina. Bonsoir. Hello, everybody.
Together with, together with them, we are going to discover the Global Bachelor in Business Administration. And we are going to learn how this program equips you with the skills, experience, and also global exposure to kickstart your career. And we're also going to discover internship opportunities, meet industry partners, and see how graduates and land top jobs worldwide. So there's a lot to talk about, and you'll also have the possibility to interact with our speakers and ask them questions. And talking about that, I'd like to remind you that after the presentation, we will have a Q&A session where you'll be able to ask direct questions to the panelists. So don't be shy and just type all of your questions in the Q&A section here on Zoom, and we'll go through them at the end of the webinar. Also, last but not least, another important information for you, for those of you interested in receiving a certificate of attendance by DocCity, stay tuned because we will post a link to get the certificate at the end of the session. Okay, I see some other people joining. Welcome again to those who just joined us. Today we are here with emlyon Business School. We are talking about the Global Bachelor in Business Administration. We are here with Lorena and Martine. I think that without further ado, I can now leave the floor to our panelists for their presentation. So enjoy this webinar and see you later. Thank you.
Thank you again, Carolina. And welcome to this presentation, everybody. It's a pleasure to talk about this Global Bachelor. Let me see if you can see my screen. Not yet.
Is loading, maybe?
Loading. Okay, let me check. Again, I'm going to start this one. Okay.
Here we are. Perfect.
Okay, so let's speak about the Global BBA, and we will see more precisely why we call it Global BBA, because that's something which is very important for us. But first of all, let's have a look at what is emlyon. emlyon, as you can see here on the bottom of this slide, is triple accredited. What does that mean? It means that we have the stamp for the most important accreditation bodies in the world. We have AACSB, EQUIS, and AMBA. So these are the major accreditation body once again. So if you seek a school, have a look to the labels, have a look to the stamp. Our program is also validated from the Ministry of Higher Education in France. So it is important because with those accreditation, it means that the program is a good one, is highly recognized, and has a high capacity to equip you with all the tools for a great professional life, as well as it is a recognition for the academic excellence of the school and precisely for this program. So have a look to those stamps because that's super important. What I would like to say about emlyon Business School is the fact that it is very old school. It has more than 150 years old, so it means that we have the experience of being a leading business school. What I would like to highlight as well is the fact that this school has been founded by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. So it means that in our DNA, we have this maker's spirit, and this is our motto. Makers, we are makers, and it means that we try, we develop, we explore new things, we launch business, we run business, and we fail, and we start again, and eventually succeed. So it means that this maker spirit is very important for the school as well as for the Global BBA. We will see that in a few slides. In terms of employability, we are very proud of this ranking because we are the second best in France for employability, according to Times Higher Education World Employability, and we have been ranked in the top position since for many years now. So we are very proud of that because we prepare young professionals to enter the job market. So this is something, employability, which is very important. In terms of involvement in CSR and ecological aspects, we are as well very well ranked, and we are very proud of that because this is among our values. And we have a special department for that at the school, and we will say a few words about the new building that we have, new campus that we have downtown Lyon, because we are back at the city center of Lyon, and our new campus is, of course, echoes this involvement in everything which is related to ecology, and has been stamped and built with the best academic ecological standards. Sorry. What I would like to highlight as well to conclude is that emlyon is well ranked at a worldwide level. So that's something that we are very proud of. And the Bachelor as well is always well ranked according to the various rankings. So let's dive into the Global BBA program. So what is important to highlight is the fact that it's a program that will lead you to enter the professional market. You can absolutely dive into the professional market and work right after the program. So we seek profiles who have a spirit of doing, a spirit of making things, a spirit of definitely dive into the program and are willing to change the world for the best. So this program is a 4-year program. It is taught in French or totally in English. That's important to notice. And we have brand new things to tell you about, because in this program, you can study, of course, in Lyon or in Paris in the 4th year. You can study in London as well, because we have a sister school in London, and I will tell you a few words in a few slides regarding this great opportunity for you, as well as we have a campus in Shanghai where you can spend a semester in year 2, in year 3, or in year 4. So you can see here many opportunities in an international environment. So just to give you an idea about the structure, the architecture of the program, we won't dive, don't worry, we won't dive into everything. I just want to highlight the colors over there, because you can see in year 1 and 2, it's the color code is red because you follow, basically you follow the program. You don't have much choice here. The only choice that you will have, will be to go to Shanghai, which is a great opportunity, I can tell you, in year 2. because during the first semester of year 2, if you have good transcript in year 1 and you pass the selection process, you can go in Shanghai in year 2. So that's once again, a great opportunity. You will be in Shanghai on our campus, which is located in East China Normal University premises. So you have a full emlyon team over there that will take in charge of the courses as well as all your life and personal life over there. So that's something which is a great asset and a great opportunity. You can see starting from year 3 and 4 that you have different colors over there. What does that mean? It means that you can choose the course of your studies, the course of your program. So it depends. It depends on your professional project, and you can choose to go abroad for a semester or to do your internship abroad or to select a double degree in our partner universities. So you can combine your program and define your program according to your professional project. Same thing for year 4, which is you can choose the order. You can start with a semester at school or start a semester abroad or do a 1-year double degree. And we have as well an alternating track, which means that it is a kind of sandwich course. You are a professional in a company and then you come back to school from time to time according to a very precise schedule. And that's very rewarding as well. So at the end of those 4 years, you will need to write dissertation, of course, a thesis, which is going to be in line with your internship. So I would like to highlight at this point the fact that this program is very professional for 2 main reasons. The first one being the fact that you will have many projects and you will be, and I will say a word in a few moments, but you are in line and in touch with companies and companies' problem, even at day 1. Not day 1, but day 2. In the first days, you will be in contact with companies. So this is something which is very rewarding in order to define your mindset and to have this mindset of solving problems for companies. So you will be equipped with tools and with the appropriate tools. So you will have many internships during this program, and you will learn to solve problems and you will learn to run projects, complex projects in an international environment. So these are the main assets of this program. We have a pedagogy which is a bit special. We call it learning by doing. What does that mean? It means that you will try all the time. You will try new things. You will experience new things. We have a great Fab Lab at school that we call Makers Lab. And you're going to experience and give birth to your ideas, whether they are digital or real project, that you can construct and build your prototype. You will learn how to, with the design thinking tools, how to prototype an idea. So you will always experience new things, and you will as well experience and run projects during the course, during specific courses, and it is what we call action learning. It means that you will have many projects to run, some of them at the same time. So it's a bit challenging, of course, because you need to prioritize your actions. However, we will help you to do that with the courses and with the appropriate tools. So this is something which is rewarding. Here you have an idea of the various courses in year 1. I won't dive into it. However, I will would like to emphasize some very specific courses that we have. You can see here on the top of the slide a course which is brand new and which is very specific with ECTS credits attached to it, with a course designed for prompt engineering. Why? Because we all use AI, Gen AI. You use Gen AI, you're right. I use Gen AI, probably Carolina as well, probably Lorena as well. We all use it now. However, do you know how to use it correctly in the right way? Do you know what is a prompt? Do you know how to question? Do you know how to have the right answer? Do you know how does it cost in terms of natural resources to do one prompt in any Gen AI? So we will help you during the first month, because this course is taking place in October, so right after the intake. You will have this course dedicated to Gen AI, and we will help you to master the tool. First of all, we will help you to question the tool and to have a critical idea of what the answer is, because the first answer is never the good one. So you need to deep dive into these conversational tools, and we will need to reflect on the use of the tool, because once again, you need to have an idea of the cost of a prompt. So you can see what I would like to highlight with these specific courses is the fact that we are on top of innovation, and you will learn from real cases from company. You will learn from innovative pedagogy, and you will learn new things that will help you run the world and the world as it is now. So in year 4, you will choose among specializations. You will probably, and I hope we will meet in person during the intake. So you will choose among specializations and various numbers of it in year 4. What I would like to highlight here right away is the fact that those specializations, they change from time to time because we need to adapt them to the job market. So you can see you have various elements here, which ranges from sectors, economic sectors, up to some specific missions. And so you have something which is quite diverse, and you will choose according to your professional project. I would like to highlight 3 things, actually. The one that you can see here is named Creative Technologist. What does that mean? It's a very specific specializations that take place in our Fab Lab, the Makers Lab that I mentioned. So keep in mind that you have courses during the program at the Makers Lab, as well as you can choose a specialization which will equip you with some very specific courses such as the use of Internet of Things, for instance, or with the design thinking process. So it is very specific and very unique, and it will, of course, broaden your horizon in terms of everything which is highly creative and techno at the same time, and tech at the same time. So second thing that I would like to highlight is the doing business with and in Asia, because this specialization takes place in Shanghai. So you will have specific courses over there designed for your experience in China, and you will have great opportunities in Shanghai to visit companies, to attend fairs and conferences. So you will have a very specific experience. And I would like to highlight the last one, which is interdisciplinary, because it is named interdisciplinarity. And it takes place in our sister school in London, at the center of London, more precisely. So you won't have any courses that you know. The school is named LIS, London interdisciplinary school, and you won't have courses like in other school. For instance, you will have one semester dedicated to urban futures. What does that mean? It means that you will have a theme during this semester, and you will have to master this theme and to solve that problem. What is a city of tomorrow? What is the city of tomorrow? So you will have this big topic, and you will need to tackle all the issues related to this topic. So of course the topic changes from time to time, obviously, but you will have various professors, various tools, and you will have a specific toolbox from LIS, the school, in order to tackle that issue. So it will definitely change your mindset, and you will have another way of viewing things. And so it's a very interesting specialization, should you be willing to work in a disruptive way. I would like to highlight with this slide the fact that you have a very strong ecosystem at emlyon. So you have various departments and bodies that will help you navigate the program. So the first one is the study team. You have a team which is dedicated to the students per year, which is divided and split per years, of course, as well as we have someone dedicated to international students. She's Colombian, actually, and the young woman I'm thinking of, which works with precisely with international students. She's here to support international students. So, and we have specific events. So definitely the study teams take in charge everything which is related to the daily life of the students. Of course, a big international department, deep international team, which is in charge of all the relationship and all the elements from for the admin component of your stay in France. We have at the BBA an instructor teams. We can call them professor of practice because they are the one in charge of the projects all along the program. So they are the first and key people that you can see every day on an everyday basis because they will help you, of course, as well. You have the Learning Hub team, which is a team dedicated to all your research and your academic research that you will have to conduct. So they are here to help you navigate through the almost 80 databases that we have at school, and with a big library that we have. So many books, many databases, and a team to support you and to help you. I mentioned already the Makers Lab team that will help you, and you can define and you can go there. We have 3D printers, we have so many machines, and you can prototype almost everything over there. So that's a great opportunity to open your mind and to create stuff. We have a Career Center team, which aims at helping you defining your professional project. So you will have workshops, you will have courses, you will have trade fairs with the professionals. We will have career forums with companies that will come at school in order to get to know you. So get prepared to have interviews already and to come with your CVs, because you will have a direct relationship with companies. Of course, there is a big linguistic team and a campus team, which is here for all the social component, and there is as well the welcome desk, but everything which is related to the life, your life at school in general. So you can see a very important ecosystem, and that you will get to know once you are a student. And I would like to highlight the international component here for many reasons. I already mentioned that you will have the opportunity to study abroad. But I would like to highlight as well the fact that we have so many partner university all over the world. This number that you can see here is never the good one because we sign projects all the time and new partnerships all the time. So if you want to study abroad for a semester, which is a requirement for to be graduate in order to be graduated for that program, we will help you define the right in university and the right moment to do this experience abroad. Of course, it will be according to your ranking and to your results and transcript. So keep in mind that we have partner university all over the world. This global BBA is also global because we have almost half of the faculty, which is international. So from one course to another, you can follow a course with an Argentinian teacher and then have the other course from a Finnish teacher. So you can see you will have a wide variety of diverse teachers and you will have an exposure to different pedagogical styles. So this is something which is really rewarding as well. And I would like to highlight the fact that this year we have a wide variety of nationalities in the program. So we are, this year it's precisely 48 nationalities that we have. So different nationalities. You can be seated from next to a student which is coming from far away. And so this is something as well which is very rich, and you will gain some international experience in that program. We have as well, and I already mentioned that, some double degrees. So those double degrees can be in 2 years or in 1 year. So you have, for instance, this one in Brazil, which is in 1 year. However, we have the other one in South Korea, SKKU, which is in 2 years. So we have diverse type of double degrees. We have a new partner this year with Sherbrooke University in Canada. So you can see we enrich double degrees and it's very rewarding because you will have two big stamps on your CV, one from emlyon Business School and another one from the host university. So this is something which is very, very useful should you be willing to start your professional life abroad, because this is the thing. If you have a professional project in Canada or in the UK, for instance, it will make sense to do a double degree over there. So we will help you define that. That's something that I wanted to highlight according to the international component of the program. So keep in mind you have to take and to do 2 experiences abroad. And it could be an internship or it could be an international exchange for 1 semester, or it could be either a double degree. After this program, what you can do is that you can enter the job market right away. You are well equipped for that. So you will have everything in your hands to find a job. We won't help you finding a job, a random job. We will help you defining your professional path, and it makes the difference. We have very important employability metrics at school, and we need to check. This is why we have so many accreditations. We need to check program are currently doing, and this is why we have notions about average wage or what our graduates are doing. So this is something you can rely on the data that we are presenting now, because they are coming from surveys that are really, really well done, and they are checked all the time by the accreditation bodies. We have as well, and I would like to mention that to the fact that you are equipped to become an entrepreneur as well. So, 11% of our graduates start their own business. However, you can pursue your academic journey in a master, and we have master students in many, many good universities. So we have alumni that will continue in master's program. However, this is not what we'll advise you, because you are fully equipped in order to enter once again the job market. One final word before I pass the mic to Lorena for the admission process. I would like to highlight the fact that emlyon is a big family. And this is what student feels, what graduates feel, because we have a very strong alumni network. I told you in the first slide about the age of the school, and I would like to highlight the fact here that, of course, we rely on a very strong alumni network. And this is a big change for you. Because whatever would happen during your career, professional career, you can rely on an alumni wherever you are. Because we have more than 45,000 alumni all around the globe. And there are so many events that you can attend as an alumni. So that's something that you will experience as an alumni of emlyon Business School. So keep in mind that it's a family-like school where you can rely on. And just final words about employability, because I told you about the ecosystem, which is very helpful, and you will have as well individual coaching. So keep that in mind, and we will help you enter the job market. So how to apply now to the Global BBA program? And Lorena, if you could say a word related to
Yes.
it would be great.
So hello to everybody. So I'm here to explain you a little bit how does the application process work. First of all, this program is open to students that are actually in their last year of high school. And this process is specifically dedicated to high school students with IB or any other national baccalaureate degree. And it is also possible for students who already are in their secondary studies to apply. So depending on how many credits, ECTS credits you have, you'll be able to apply either for year 2 or year 3 of the Global BBA program. First step to apply, you go on our website. You have to prepare your application, which is very, let's say, common documents we ask. So transcripts from the last 2 years, an English certificate, official English certificate, CVs or recommendation letter, and motivation letter if you wish. Once your application is it's done, it's finished, you can submit it. We will review it, and if everything is okay, we will give you access to the second step of the process, which is the online admission tests. And I will explain you a little bit how they work. And very important is that we have a rolling basis application process. So we start every year in November, and we stop between June and July, depending on how many students we have already recruited. So regarding the digital tests, mainly the digital tests are the main objective of our digital test is to assess your organizational, relational, and strategic skills through a simulated scenario. The objective is to really evaluate your managerial potential. So what you maybe you're thinking is there any good or bad answer that you can give? There's not really about that. It's really about trying to understand who you are, how you react in a given situation. So once the test starts, you'll have a given context. We will explain you who you are, where you are, which is the context, and you have to interact with different virtual people in either an association or a company. So the first test, it's you will have to manage a messaging system. So it's basically an inbox email. You will see a few messages or email arriving for you, and you have to choose, in your opinion, which is the best answer. And second thing that you have to do is that you have to throw away which, in your opinion, is the worst answer you could give in this situation. Again, there's no good or bad answer. It's just for us to understand your personality, your profile. The second, in a basket situation, here you have how it will appear for you. So you have different messages. You can click on each message, you can read, and then on the other column you will have the answer among which you can choose. So the second step is the interactive meeting. So you are still in the same context, within the same company or association, and you have to interact virtually with a few colleagues. And normally there is a problem that has to be solved. So you have again to choose the best answer to solve the problem in your own way. You also will see a little bit how it will present. So you will have again the context given to you and 3 answers among which you have to choose. The last part of the digital test is a writing exercise. So you have to report, and normally it's linked on what you have just finished. So based on the meeting that you had or the problem that was supposed to be solved, you have to write. It's not even an essay. It's about 10 lines regarding the issue that you have faced. And then the last part of the digital test is the deferred video interview. This is more personal because you have 6 questions that will appear on the screen. You'll have a few seconds to think a little bit about what you would like to say, and then you will be recorded, and you'll have 1 minute and a half for each question maximum to answer, and then the admission board will receive your video and will evaluate your answer. You can choose to pass these tests in French or in English, depending on which language you're more comfortable in. And for students applying for year 3, it will be compulsory in English for everybody. And that's it regarding the admission. I'll answer other question if you wish later on. I saw that there was one question about the cost of the program. So if you join us in year 1, this year it is 40,300 euros per year per 4 years that you will be with us. And yes, I saw also another question in the chat regarding scholarships. So you can apply for a scholarship during the application process. You can download a form that you can fulfill and then submit it to the board. So the admission board will take the decision regarding your admission, and at the same time they will decide if it is possible to give you a scholarship. And then there is another program of scholarship based on social criteria and also on excellence. So this is based on mainly for international students. You will be able to apply from your year 2, because you need to be in France for at least 1 year, and then you can apply for the cruise scholarships. And if you have this scholarship, emlyon will be able to help you with a reduction on your scholarship each year if you are allowed to have this scholarship. Like the cruise, it's a governmental how do you say, it's managed by the government.
Yes, let's say a few words. Thank you, Lorena. Let's say a few words about our new campus, because it is, as I mentioned, in the heart of emlyon Business School. If you go on the website, you will see a video just to give you an idea of how life is in our campus. So it is something which is very incredible, because it's a brand new building that emlyon has built with our funds. So that's our money, I mean. So that's something which is what we are very proud of, because it echoes our involvement in ecology. So this is something which is great, and I hope you will experience it.
Okay, here we are again. So thank you so much for the really interesting presentation and for all the useful information. We have a lot of things to know. I see here that we have so many questions. So if you want, we can go straight to the first one and give you an answer. So the first one is, what are the main differences between this program and the traditional business administration degree?
Actually, this is a program which is widely acknowledged, and which is a bachelor program in business administration. So it is a program which is in line with everything, with all the standards from a business school program. So you will learn from different disciplines. And you will learn, once again, sorry, I'm losing my voice, and you will learn how to conduct complex and run complex projects at an international level. So this is in line with other business school programs. However, we have, as I mentioned, a specific pedagogy and the maker spirit. So the spirit of the school and the maker's pedagogy is here to help you, and will give you a different mindset.
Perfect, thank you. And talking also about practical experiences, I see here another question. Yeah, here it is. It is, what is the balance between theory and practical learning, such as case studies or real-world projects?
Okay, so I will give you an example from the project of the first year, which takes place in semester 2, which is currently, the instructor team are currently, and the students are working on this project at the moment. So this is something it is the hot topic for the first year student. So you will have 1 semester to tackle an issue and to solve an issue that a company will give you. And so you will be in contact with this company on a weekly basis. You will have a tutor that will help you frame the problem, plus solve the problems, and you will have all the diverse courses. So in each semester, you have 1 project that will last in all the semester. Plus, in courses, in the various disciplines that you will learn, you have all the time a case study, or you have everything which is related to real life. And this is super important. And plus, in each year, you have 1 internship. So you will go back and forth from the ground and from the operations, and you will up to the academic and theoretical component. So you will go back and forth almost every day, I should say.
Perfect. And I think that it should also be connected to another question that I see here that is about the international opportunities like exchange program or internships that you have. You mentioned before that they can study both in Lyon and Paris. So I think that the international component is central at emlyon. I don't know if you want to add anything else about that, or we can move
No,
to the next
I
one.
would just like to highlight the fact that our campus in Shanghai is just absolutely crazy. It's a great opportunity. And during this 4-year program, you will have the opportunity to study 1 year and a half in Shanghai. So you can start in semester 3 and then follow in semester 1 in year 4 and then do your internship. And so you have various opportunity and it's a good gateway. Shanghai is a great gateway to Asia. So it's something which is very special.
Fantastic. And talking about, let's say, career, what kind of support is available for students who want to start their own business during or after the program?
Okay, so we have at school an incubator, and which is called Venture Labs, which is an incubator plus an accelerator. And at the BBA, we have a specific in our program. We have a specific elements component for entrepreneurs. And should you have a project, we will help you navigate and we will help you to define your project and to run your company afterwards. So you should follow the steps in order to create your own business. This is something which is very helpful, of course. And it was mentioned on the slide, we have in between 11 and 15% of our graduates who run their business created at school. So it of course, it echoes the maker spirits that we have at emlyon.
Thank you. So I see another question about the campus in Shanghai. It tells what kind of networking and internship opportunities are available in Shanghai for students in the program, and we will meet real companies there.
Yes, they will meet because we have a team there which is in line with various sectors, which are in line with, which is in contact with many companies, and you could be able to visit hotels, for instance, or factories or companies. And so the whole team is here to help you explore the country and the economy of China. So you will have specific courses to help you and to teach you how to run business in China. Plus, you will have in-company visits and in-company project as well, and the whole team is here to help you. I would like to highlight the fact as well that the team as well can help you to get a visa. And now China is opening its doors to internships, which was not the case in the past years. And now you can do your internship in China as a student, and the team over there will help you to get the visa, the appropriate visa. So these are great opportunities. Of course, if you speak Mandarin, it will help you. But we have many at emlyon. We have many platforms in order to for you to improve your Mandarin.
Great. Yeah, and I see also another question about the visas, talking generally about the support that you offer for international students, for example, accommodations, visas, cultural integration, and so on. For example, we know that we have so many students from Latin America or these kind of countries that have to do a path to come to Europe.
We will, at the moment of the enrollment, we will give all the necessary documents to the students to apply for their visa. We will also provide certificate of housing certificate, which will be not definitive, but it will help to get the visa. And then we will help the students to find accommodation, because we have the student service center, which will give all the information about looking for accommodation in Lyon. We do not have our own residence, but there's many in Lyon. It's a very let's say a student city, so there's a lot of opportunities to stay in Lyon.
Perfect. And connected with these two questions, in fact, yeah, the first that I see is it expensive, the life in Lyon?
Actually, that's a big city. It is not as expensive as Paris. Obviously, it's not a capital city. So, and you have at school once again the campus department, and Lorena mentioned the student services center, which give you all the tips, because obviously you have diverse shops or lodging, or the life could be expensive if you choose to be expensive and to spend money, but you have other ways of living in Lyon, which is a great city actually. It has been nominated and rewarding as the best destination, and the tourism office won many rewards, because it's a city where you eat super well. There is a great cultural life with theater, cinemas, and stand-up scenes, etc. So you have many shows all over the city, and it's a very vibrant city actually. So, and very safe. So we say all the time that it is Paris without the Parisians, but don't say that to the Parisians, please. Don't spread the word.
Thank you. And talking about languages, you mentioned before the possibility to improve Mandarin and Chinese. A student asks, can I improve my French as well? Do you have courses?
Yes, of course. And we have specific courses, French for foreigners. And we have workshops, we have boot camps, because this is the novelty that we want to have for next year. There's some French boot camps in order for students on a voluntary basis, in order for students to improve their French. They will be living in France, so it's going to be a challenge actually, but we will help you with that. We have specific courses plus platforms where you can be guided and plus correct, where you can correct your French and improve your French. So you have various elements. Of course, you need to be proactive. Of course, you need to do an effort. However, you have diverse ways at school to help you.
And are there any language requirements for non-native English speakers?
Yes, to apply, you need to have at least a B2 level for English. If you wish to apply for year 1, and then it's more a C1 level if you wish to apply for year 3.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So another question is it long, the process for the admission?
Not really. It really depends. It can go very quickly because, as I said, we have a monthly basis admission board. So depending on how long you'll take to finish your application, normally once the application is done, you'll have 1 week to take the digital test. And then we will present, once everything is done, we will present your application to the next available board. And we have one admission board at the end of each month from November to June. So imagine you start your application beginning of, I don't know, April. you could have an answer at the end of the month of April.
Okay, perfect. And another, let's say, technical question about the admission is, what are the tuition fees? Are there any scholarships available for international students?
So yes, as I said, so it's this year it is 14,300 euros per year, and students can apply for scholarship during the application process. They can download a form which they'll have to fulfill, and so they can request a scholarship, and the admission board will take the decision during the board. So they'll decide both on the admission and on the possibility to give a scholarship to the students. And during the year at emlyon, it will be possible to apply for other financial heads or scholarship.
Fantastic. And I see here one last question. That is, can you share any success stories from graduates of this program?
Oh, I have so many in mind. We have at the moment two students which are super happy at SKKU in South Korea. They are living their best life over there because it is very specific. The schedule is very specific. They have 1 full month of study followed by 1 full month off. So they are very happy with the time frame you see and the schedule of their study, but they study very hard and they have found they have chosen finance over there, so they are super happy. I have another student's example in mind, which is a student who is doing a master degree in ESCP, which is a very important business school as well, right after the BBA program. I have another example of an entrepreneur who is a young woman, and she has created an app for health in order to help people manage their health. And this is she has won so many rewards as well. So we have each graduate has his own success story. And what is important is and really rewarding for us is when they call us just to say thank you. And we have the ceremony to at the end to give them their diplomas, and it's going to take place in 1 month from now, and it's going to be a very cheerful moment because we're going to cry obviously because we have so many success stories, and students, grown old during this program and will evolve and develop their skills, and it's a one lifetime experience, definitely. So that will change your life.
Fantastic. And I think that this answer also can give an overview to the other question we have about the industries or companies. So, of course, as you can see, emlyon has so many successful stories to tell you. So thank you so much for all your questions. Of course, if any others maybe pop up in your mind later, no problem, because we will send you an email in the next few days with all the contacts of emlyon Business School, and also with the recording of this webinar that is recorded, so you can see it again and take the information that you need. And if you have any questions, of course, you can contact directly the university and ask whatever you want. Also, another important information, I'm going to share with you the certificate of attendance, the link to get the certificate of attendance in the chat right now, and you can request it. In this form, you can even insert your opinion about this webinar. So if you have any suggestions or any questions or something that you consider useful during this webinar, you can share it with us, since we have so many webinars with emlyon Business School. So of course, your opinion is always appreciated. And thank you so much for your participation and your curiosity. And also thank to our panelists for their kindness and availability. It was a pleasure to have you here with us today. So thank you so much and have a really, really, really nice rest of the day.
Thank you.
Au revoir.
Bye-bye.